Major update regarding David and his friends come forward and talk about his 14 alleged girlfriend, Celeste. We got to talk about this. But before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new, the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call. And girl, yes, I have a PhD in tea, bitch. Okay, don't come for me, okay? Today I'm a little bit moody because today's day 2 of no sugar. And girl, I am about to have a fucking bitch fit. Seriously, I want to write a letter. I want to complain. I want to be a Karen and shove my phone up in somebody's face. I am so in the bad mood. And the worst part is, bitch, I have this right in front. You know what, girl? Fuck that. No. I can't. This is crazy. This is crazy. You know what? I cannot stand nobody. But anyways, let's just spill some tea, girl, because tea without sugar. No, but seriously, the other day I was downing freaking like pounds of freaking candy, and I was like, girl, I gotta stop this. I don't know what in the Homer Simpson honey boo boo's going on here. But anyways, yes, best friend, we have an update regarding David because his friends have come forward. So we got to talk about this. So TMZ is reporting that friends who partied with and knew singer David were under the impression Celeste Rivas was his girlfriend and were shocked when news came out Celeste was only 14. Sources who party in LA music scene tell TMZ they saw David and Celeste at parties and hangouts, and it appeared to them they were a couple. Sources say that they were told that some of them were under the impression she was a student at USC. The friends believed Celeste was around 19 years old and presented herself as such. Also, law enforcement sources say that Celeste had multiple fake IDs, which allowed her to pass herself off as an adult. The people who are now buzzing about what they saw tell TMZ one of the reasons they thought she was over 18 was because she was hanging out at places they had age restrictions. Another thing that TMZ confirmed that David's friends who were at these parties and hangouts were shocked there was any remote connection between David and Celeste's death, something that has not been established as far as now because his demeanor was super shy, soft-spoken, and gentle. So this is, of course, coming after it was reported that Celeste had allegedly run away from home about 3 times prior to this final time, that she was kind of, a troubled teen coming from a very hard household. And even her teacher did describe her as somebody who, was kind of on the run quite often and, reported that she had some fake IDs. So, obviously people don't go around asking people for IDs, you don't go around parties and stuff, but like, I just don't know. I just don't believe anything. I don't believe anything from David or his friends. I believe that some friends probably thought that, she was older because if she had fake IDs to get into places, obviously, nobody would question it. You don't go around the club when you're fucked up drunk and be like, girl, can I see your ID, bitch? Like you don't do those things. But like David being a famous person and a musician, I feel like, what is known in Hollywood is that that's one of the first things that you have to show is your ID, your social, they do background check on you. Like I live in LA, I've been in the industry, I know how it works. Whenever you befriend a celebrity, the first thing you got to do is sign an NDA. They do a background check on you. They find out everything about you, okay? They look at your social media. They do absolutely this huge check on you, and then you are able to be in their lives. So I don't think that she just showed a little ID and that was it, girl. So did David know she was underage or did he not know she was underage? And now his friends are coming forward. I wonder who else will be coming forward. So, one thing I do have to say is that, I feel for this family with my whole heart, but at the end of the day, also like, 1 time, 2 time, 3 times, she is 13, 14 years old, honey. You got to do something. I mean, I'm so sorry to say, and I feel it in my heart that, her parents, her family must be feeling a little bit responsible, you know, and I do want to give my condolences and send them a lot of love, but at the same time I just hope and pray that all parents out there will, you know, definitely keep a closer eye on their child, because children nowadays with freaking, you know, the technology now, they all want to just grow up and go, you know, they don't want to be kids anymore, and that breaks my heart, because when you're older you're like, fuck, I wish I was a kid. Girl, you got to pay rent, you got to pay electricity bill, you got to pay, you know, mortgages, you got to pay this, you got to pay, you know, you got to go to work, you got to clock in, you got to clock out, bitch, you know, you got to have social anxiety, then you got to do this and you got to do that, and you got to lose 50 pounds by, you know, your cousin's wedding, and it's just so much shit to, you know, have to do. So when you're younger you want to be older, when you're older you want to be younger. So, you know, I you know, there's some people saying now that allegedly David had no idea that she was underage, because obviously she was running around with these fake IDs. So there is another update. Well, there were some movers today at David's former mansion. As you guys know, I did report on that. David did break his $20,000 a month lease. Things are getting even weirder now that David has canceled his Hollywood lease. According to recent U.S. outlet Daily Mail, David and manager Josh Marshall abruptly canceled the lease for a monthly $20,000 rental dwellings in Hollywood Hills, L.A. The house was raided and searched by LAPD on the 17th, and investigators are reported to have seized evidence such as laptops.
News Chopper 4 was overhead as movers lugged several boxes out of the Hollywood Hills home of alternative pop and R&B singer David.
And now today they were moving all his stuff out. Paparazzi caught glimpses of that move. David has still yet set, you know, to break his silence. According to the, you know, to big sources who are involved, nothing has yet been decided. What they are allegedly doing behind the scenes is they are creating such a strong case that there is no room for any type of, you know, mistake. They need to create everything, you know, down to the period of the sentence to make sure that whoever they're going to put on this as responsible for her passing cannot get away. It doesn't matter how much money they have. So what do you guys think about all of this? Please let me know in the comments below. I would absolutely love to hear from you all. I am so grateful and thankful. And again, this scares me so much because I'm not a parent yet. But, you know, I just can't imagine when I have children what I'm going to do. Like, you know, I don't trust anybody. I don't trust the outside world. It freaks me out. But at the same time, you cannot Rapunzel your child and keep them locked up. But all you can do is teach your child good morals, good, you know, just teach them with a beautiful mindset as much as you can to be smart, to be aware, to be, you know, to know who to trust and to, you know, protect themselves at all costs. That's all you can do as a parent. The rest, you just have to kind of leave it up to God and the universe to take care of your child when you're not around. But I do think 13, 12, 11 years old is just too young to be out and doing anything. And after the first time she ran away, I seriously, I would have taken drastic measures, because you just don't play around anymore. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah.